So I was asked to look and read the face of Liam Payne. And when I was asked to do that, I was checking out the grocery store and I see the People magazine. I thought, oh, I'm going to buy this. Now, I did not read the article. And I don't like knowing a lot about the people I'm looking at because you tend to justify what you see. And I try not to do that. But I did look at the pictures and I was just taken aback by this black and white picture that we're seeing. The cover is an interesting one. So let's find out who this guy was and did he kill himself? So interesting face. He's a cross between an iron face. There's a squareness and yet there's a lot of rectangle there. So he's a cross between an iron face and a tree face. Iron faces, strong, stable, stubborn. Tree faces, deeply rooted, likes to grow on his own, doesn't like to be trimmed back, likes to reach for the sky. Guy's a dreamer. He likes to just see what's out there, what can come at him. Their gift to mankind is their ability to spread their branches and protect. I don't know if he was married and had children. I wish all children had a tree-faced parent, at least on one side. The next thing we look at is the eyes. And the right eye is what we show to the world. It's our public persona. It's our mother's influence. The left is our true and our private self and our father's influence. So when we cover that left eye, this guy's focused. I mean, just laser focused. When we cover the opposite eye, we're going to see some kind of an equal mix of anger and sadness. It's an odd combination. Again, I always go with what comes to my brain when I look at this thing. There's no mathematical parameters. If you see this, it means this. It's just, what do you feel? What do you sense? And that's what I sense. His eyebrow is very straight. So it means he's a very straightforward kind of guy, very thick, which means a very strong constitution, really a healthy body. The problem with this is people with a strong constitution have no early warning mechanism that can screw up. He can push his body way past its physical limits, and he has. Underneath the eyes, there's some interesting lines that come out of there. And notice the line that comes out of the corner of the eye and sweeps on that right side. It's much deeper. This is an adrenal line. The fact that it's on the right side indicates the adrenals help us cope with stress, and the stress is a female. He had some feminine stress in his life. When you see something on one side, there's a gender specificity to it. And how do you remember which is which? Mom's always right, because let's face it, she is. There is a little bit of puffiness, a little greater puffiness on that left side. This is unshed tears. Has to do with the male. Pecking order is dad, pecking order is self, dad, brother, spouse, and the female, brother, son kind of thing, and then a workmate. So there is a little bit of unshed tears and some sadness in there. Cheeks, the left cheek is really, really flat. When people have flatness in their cheeks, and the left is dramatically so, the emotion of the cheek, which represents the lungs, is despair. There's some despair in this guy. When you have a flat cheek, he tends to resist authority, prefers to work alone, can be moody, and he likes to avoid conflict. He does not like conflict. So health-wise, a pretty healthy guy, really strong constitution. He can push his body pretty hard. He's got the pretty strong adrenal line. But I'll tell you, based on facial diagnosis, this is not the face of someone that would commit suicide. I'm suspect that this was not suicide. Get a picture of Kurt Cobain. He was on the cover of Newsweek. Pick that up. There's a guy that'll commit suicide. And you can see it when you look at the right and left eye. The right eye is just totally fearful. The left eye is total despair. You take fear, despair, throw drugs in it, you're going to commit suicide. I don't see that in this guy. So I don't know if the world will ever know exactly what happened, but my guess is he did not kill himself. Have you enjoyed the faces we've diagnosed thus far? Do you have someone you'd like to see diagnosed? Put it in the comments and it just might happen. Hope you enjoy.